Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and today I am here with one more video, and in this video we will be talking about basics of cybersecurity and mainly discussing on CIA Triad of cybersecurity. So without wasting any further time, let's move to the CIA. So cybersecurity CIA Triad, what is that? Uh, there are three key objectives of cybersecurity programs, that is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And entire cybersecurity roam around these three concepts: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Cybersecurity analysts often refer to these three goals, known as the CIA Triad, when performing their work. They often characterize risk, attack, and security control as meeting one or more of the three CIA Triad goals. So we can, in summary, we can say that this CIA triad very important to understand, so that, and it is a first step for you towards understanding the cyber security. So let us talk about more in detail about these three sections of CIA triad. So moving to the first triad or first section, that is confidentiality. So confidentiality ensures that unauthorized individuals are not able to gain access to sensitive information. Now what does that mean? Every company has sensitive information with them. It could be personal identifiable information of customer or their internal resource, uh, your salary information, any trade secret that they are maintaining, and they make sure that this information is not accessible by any attacker or unauthorized person. For example, let's see, you have entire database of all employees salary, and that is stored in one server, and HR team use that data to process your salary. But one day someone found some vulnerabilities and somehow they have compromised that server, and now they are able to access their data. It could be a big blunder in the company that everyone knows everyone's salary, correct? So that is one part. Similarly, let's see, we have any trade secret, any secret that is specifically related to that particular company, and if that secret reveals in market, that company will lose their reputation and some revenue as well. So they make sure that that trade secret is, or that trade information, secret information is stored somewhere, and it is not accessible by everyone or only by the authorized user. So that is the meaning of confidentiality. Now, cybersecurity professional develops and implements security controls, including firewall, access control list, encryption, to prevent unauthorized access to information. They often use identity and access management solution to make sure only legitimate users have access to sensitive data. Now, attacker may seek to undermine confidentiality control to achieve one of their goals, the unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information. Now, let's see if your trade secret, your customer's personal identifiable information has been leaked to the dark web or public internet. It will not only impact, it will not only have negative impact on your company's reputation, it will also shaken the trust of your customers, and then in long term also it will have adverse effect on your company. So that is why in cybersecurity we make sure that we are meeting this requirement of confidentiality, and we are making sure that sensitive information is not accessible to everyone, and have only limited users are able to access that information. Moving to the next part, that is integrity. Integrity ensures that there are no unauthorized modification to information or system, either intentionally or unintentionally. So what we are here to make sure that if there is some data or some information that should not be modified by anyone, either intentionally or unintentionally. For example, let's see you are sending an email to your customer and you are attaching a quotation for that customer, and you are mentioning your price like $10 per piece, whatever product you are selling to that customer. But if someone is able to alter that information or modify your quotation and somehow they increase your product price from $10 to $15, then there is a possibility that that customer will not accept your quotation or they will give that order to someone else. So that is also one of the harm. Similarly, if they reduce the price of your product from $10 to $5, your customer may accept that quotation, but in future you would not be able to deliver that product in a cheap price. So again, it will have a negative impact on your company. So we make sure that all the information that is there is only modified by the users and no unauthorized modifications are there. For example, let's see you have requested for 1 week leave to your manager and your manager disapproved that leave because there is a lot of work over in the company. But somehow someone managed to modify that email, and by the time that email reached to you, it's mentioned in the email that your leaves are approved. So again, it will create some chaos in your company environment. Now, how cybersecurity professionals are making sure that file integrity is there or information system integrity is there. So integrity controls such as hashing and integrity monitor solution are there to enforce this requirement. Now, integrity threat may come from attackers seeking the alternation of information without unauthorized or non-malicious source. As I mentioned earlier, they try to make sure that uh, data is modified, and based on that, they can gain some benefit of it. So that they will always try to do. And as a cybersecurity professional, you have to make sure that integrity of your information is maintained. Let's move to the third part. Third part is availability. That is also very important part of cybersecurity CIA Triad. Availability ensures that information and system are ready to meet the needs of legitimate user at the time those users request them. What does that mean? This means, let's say you are in a company and you want to use your computer to perform your day-to-day activity, but somehow some attacker, made some changes or sent some malware into the entire office computers, and suddenly all the computers which are there in the office are stopped working. Now entire office staff is there in the office, but since computers are not working, they would not be able to perform any task, and that is a hit on availability. Another example would be, let's see there is a website named amazon.com. Customer log into that website, place their order, and in every 1 hour they are making a business of $1 million. But somehow attacker compromise the backend server or application server, and now that website is no longer accessible by the end user, and that website was down for, let's see, 2 hours. So within 2 hours they have lost $2 million revenue because no one was able to log into their system or their website and placed order. So that is another example. And there are multiple things that attackers use to affect the availability of the resources that are needed either by your customer, your vendor, or your internal resources. So what all availability controls we have? So cybersecurity professional make sure that we have fault tolerance, clustering, we have backups, and there are other security controls as well to ensure the availability. We will talk about that in our advanced cybersecurity classes. So similar to integrity threat, availability threat may come either from attackers seeking the disruption of access or from non-malicious sources, such as fire destroying a data center that contain valuable information or services, and now that data is no longer accessible. which may have negative impact on your business. So guys, this is about cybersecurity CIA Triad. I hope this video has been informative to you, and I would like to thank you for viewing the video. If you have any suggestion or any question regarding this, please comment on this video and I'll try to respond back to your questions. And if you have any suggestion or feedback, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to include that feedback in my upcoming videos. Uh, Thank you so much, guys. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll connect with you guys in my next video. Thank you so much.